do 12-week program, so we went okay, give it our rattle. You know, it's just to say that our end, this had to change this lifestyle of drink, drugs, violence, and death. It's crazy, just everything mental. I didn't know. I was in the hospital, obviously, with a broken neck, broken vertebrae in my neck, fracture vertebrae in my neck, and the doctor was going to me and I'm going to be able to walk again, and I was going, ah, you're right, I thought it was a joke. But clearly it wasn't, you know, it was no joke. And so I says to God, like, if you give me a chance here to walk again, and this, I'm okay, then I'll change my life. And from that day, I just stopped drinking, smoking, taking drugs, started to train. Paul came into the hospital and stuff. His father just passed away, and told me, broke the news to me that his father had passed away, and I apologised that I couldn't go to the funeral because I was lying here strapped to the bed. You know, it was so ironic. You know, I'm apologising that I couldn't go to the funeral. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny at the time. He was going after it, we weren't about it, but at the end of the day, why I'm here is because of you, because we knew we couldn't do nothing about his father. He knew you out there, and I knew out there. It's just, it's life, you know. And he was thinking of me, even though at that time that his father just passed, that he could change somebody's life. This is the type of the guy, you know. And so, and saying that, he did. So we got out of the hospital anyway, and I was training away, trying to train. I said to him, right, we'll start. And I was going, George, you're nuts. You have a brace on your neck. You're crazy. Don't even be doing it. And I went, look, we're going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'll do it while you're not there, because I had a wee set of weights in the house on a bench, just that I had, you know, by luck. And I went and started to train with Paul. I ended up coming on board, helping me out. Great help, starting out and stuff. So we knew if he hadn't done it with me, then I'd have done it anyway. So the competition that Paul came to hospital with me for, that we were training in the house for, and that he was helping me through all the pain and the strap on my neck, was the Body for Life challenge. It was a 12-week transformation from the worst shape to your best shape, and Paul says to me, you'd win this, no, without a shadow of a doubt, Jared, because of your life and your the transformation that you're going to make and stuff. So I had a rattle at it anyway, and then sure enough, we trained every day we trained, would they actually climb into places. Sometimes at night when we changed, like, from the bedroom when the weights got too light for us and stuff, and we moved out, and then we were actually, like, midnight and stuff, we were coming out of training and stuff. We were actually going to training really late because I had a couple of jobs going, and Paul had a job, obviously, with personal training. And we were trying to juggle that on our family lives and stuff. It was really a strain on our family lives and stuff, and our personal lives. But we knew that the goal, what we're driving towards, was the key of, you know, it wasn't about the transformation, it wasn't about money, it wasn't about now. What it was about changing my life. Do you know what I mean? And sure enough, that we got a phone call that it won it, or won the 18 to 30 category, which was unbelievable news, you know. And then went over to the place and said that it was a category overall men's winner, you know, which was tremendous as well. I just, like, from looking back in my life was hell. Believe me, it was terrible. It wasn't a life at all, you know. And with Paul's help, and help of a few good friends as well, it changed it all around, you know. And if anybody has an opportunity, of having to do this, I would recommend them to do the 12-week program without a shadow of a doubt. You know, it's not only physically transforms you, it transforms your whole life, you know, inside out. You know, your mind gets right, your whole demeanour, the whole way about you and stuff, you know. I haven't got time for anybody before. I'm a boxing coach now. I'm helping to change people's lives every day through what I've done, the 12-week transformation thing. It's amazing to hear people coming up to you in the gym and going, "I done this because of you know, because of the 12-week program thing." But I don't look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just happy that people can come up to me now and don't look at me in a bad way and say positive things instead of going, you know, he's a failure, he does this, he does that, whatever and stuff. You know, it's good to have people respect you again.
I started the 12-week programme because I was moving on to Belfast to a new job and was keen to do something with my time on an evening and get out of the house and what have you. Purely by chance I moved to the city centre, typed in gym in city centre into Google and Paul's gym came up, so clicked onto the website, liked what I saw, gave him a call, came and met him. Never really intended to go down the 12-week path, but was sold on what he spoke to me about and took it from there really. The first few weeks were quite tough. Hadn't been used to training or anything like that for quite some time, so it was a bit of an adjustment. But I quite like the regular training, so every evening having a set, you know, schedule to work to. But yeah, some pretty tough exercise as well. It's certainly not an easy program to follow. The program is probably the improvement in fitness, so having been doing very little training, the improvement in such a short space of time has been pretty dramatic. I did the lap the lock, which is around an 85-90 mile cycle round Loch Ness at the end of August. That's after having trained with Paul for about 8 weeks. Prior to that, I'd not ridden a bike in probably 8 or 9 years, and has jumped on a bike and rode 90 miles in a day. You know, it wasn't easy, but I was able to do it and complete it, and I can only put that down to the level of fitness that I'd achieved through the training with Paul here at the gym. The hardest thing, I'd probably say, is the diet. I don't mind the training, I don't mind the regularity of the training, it's the diet that's pretty tough. Certainly when you've got friends that are out, you know, socialising and drinking and stuff, and you want to be out as well, you've really got to be quite disciplined on the diet, otherwise you're doing a lot of hard work, and you'll undo all your hard work if you're eating badly. And alcohol's a big part of that, so the way I get it in my head is it's a short-term pain, I guess, for a longer-term gain of cutting down on alcohol. And there's an end in sight, you've got an end date. And while the diet's hard, you've got your cheat day every week as well, which is, you know, when you can eat what you want, it's a bit of a relaxed from the stringency of the diet, and it gives you something to look forward to, I guess, throughout the week, and makes you be more disciplined throughout the week, knowing that you've got that day where you can ease the rules a bit. I think criticism that it's too intense or maybe too expensive are quite unfounded really. I think if you add up pound for pound what you spend in a regular health club or gym where you're not getting any personal training, you're just getting a monthly membership, compare that to what you get here for, you know, very cheap monthly membership, and then you know, one-to-one personal training 5-6 times a week. It doesn't compare. The expense bit doesn't come into it. Add in then the results you get in such a short space of time. You know, there's guys that have been training here for 3 months that have made more progress in 3 months that they've made in 5 or 6 years in other gyms around the city, so that speaks for itself. The bit then around it being too intense, I mean, I work a pretty stressful job, work full time for quite a big business. I don't have an easy job where I can, you know, take time off all the time or anything like that. And I managed to fit it in. If anything, it's about being disciplined and scheduling your time, and Paul's very flexible with his time to let you do that, and to work around you as much as you've got to stick with the programme. There's flexibility there, but it comes down to an attitude and a commitment that you decide you're going to make, and once you've made it, it's very easy to stick to it.
The reason I started the 12-week physique programme was that I had been training for a couple of years, and at this stage in my life I was training by myself in a gym where I was letting myself into with my own key, training, locking up, going